be talking about. We are tasked with reconsidering possible revising recommendation responses.
Are we happy to follow the process that has been outlined to us?
Yeah, I don't have any strong objections to that.
So it's vision, understand the vision, SWOT analysis of the towers,
It's the vision.
then SWOT, then
What
towers,
then test,
then test.
and test again.
Consider stakeholders.
That's the second test.
Then we're going to be back in 11:30.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just putting these down as a debating point.
We don't need a bit more for the presentation because we probably need a little bit of a dry run, even though it might be a bit clunky.
We'll cut all this down.
Just
We're going to build
dog
a presentation of what we'd like to.
There you go.
They're in equal font, you know, sort of depth of content. Well, that's not.
Yes, we've got 25 minutes at the end. 25 minutes at the end for the presentation.
I can see.
Yes,
I've said 10 minutes for each of the
yeah.
tests, because we've only got a couple of, it's not as big as she's done. Allocate responsibility.
Well, we didn't do that this today.
Scribe, timekeeper, who is doing the presentation.
There's a timekeeper.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I feel that.
I'm quite happy being the scribe.
Remember what we talked about with idea where they got a person that was best to do the job to do it.
As a facilitator.
So the brainstorm is different to structure of. Leading the brainstorm is a different type of activity to doing the task thing. It's more structured.
Yeah, I mean, feedback yesterday was that we didn't allocate tasks, but nonetheless it sort of worked quite well. So,
There's only one real task and that's who's presenting. But you need to probably home in on. Now we don't want the same chicken shit. I ain't confident about talking about the capability. If we end up in the same place about maintenance taking on more responsibilities, it's not something I've got much competence about.
Can I suggest that first 5 minutes from 11:05 we work, having decided what we've got, then we'll work out who presents it. Might have a legal challenge, might have a legal
Fine.
challenges.
In which case I'd defer that for a short time. Yeah?
good idea.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 hours to try and convince Stuart that he needs to present.
That's the real purpose of the exercise.
Yeah, we'll just,
So there's a legal solution,
Yeah,
there's a
well,
legal scenario.
we'll think about our strategy.
No one else would have thought of a legal
You're
scenario.
going to make sure that maintenance doesn't play a part in the
Yeah,
answer.
yeah. We're not going down that avenue.
Right.
Yeah.
Me TTS is dead, mate.
Do you want to start scrambling? Because I think just following this as a simple check sheet. Understand our objective is to understand the vision and identify priorities. So what are the key themes of the vision? And what key priorities for each theme of the vision?
Safe, efficient, reliable, environmentally sustainable.
Is that from the handout?
That's from the one that Tim handed round, which I haven't got.
Yeah, the problems and principles, yeah.
Yeah.
Does that have the network of aims?
That one that we've just been given, doesn't
Well, it says the same. It says reliable, safe, accessible, convenient, and value for money. So it doesn't talk about sustainability back in 2008.
Powerful, right?
But clearly it is now sustainability. Safe. How dare you not write safe first?
Yeah.
Good planning.
He left a space. Good thing to do. Space them out one.
Yeah.
Efficient, reliable, and environmentally sound, or environmentally sustainable.
Sort of environment, well, sustainability, you can apply that to every different sort of component, can't you?
Yeah, but I'm just reading out what the vision is. It says environmentally sustainable. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
You can have that for most, because value for money now is going to be value for money in the future as well. What we do now has got to offer rewards for the future.
And does value for
And
money,
sustainable.
does value for money equal efficiency?
Efficiency
Interesting.
may equal value for money. Efficiency feeds into the value.
Value for money's got to be the whole service experience, isn't it? The whole customer experience.
Where we can affect it.
Another key component is it affordability? Or
Isn't that value for money?
That's value for money, isn't it?
Why have we got value for money up there?
Don't know. That's what I'm saying, it is efficient. That's why I was asking if efficient equals value for money.
Yeah.
Well, value for money is on here.
It says here our long-term vision is for passengers to rate rail as the best mode of transport for overall reliability, safety, accessibility, convenience and value for money. It says here in this long-term vision.
Yeah, there's just been a bit of a semantic change between that and that, but it'll probably
Yeah,
amount to the same.
Yeah, okay. I'm just thinking we don't get hung up on words that don't actually exist anymore. That's all. If we're struggling with it, you know.
I think we are. Well, then.
And then it says GB Railway to be recognised by taxpayers as being amongst the best in the world for overall reliability, safety and affordability.
Yeah.
That's a stakeholder issue, isn't it?
Yeah, value for money is a difficult one, isn't it? Because a £4,000 season ticket when you have to stand up on a crowded train, is that value for money? Will that ever be value for money in the eyes of the public? But if we can deliver something that's safe, reliable and, you know, incrementally more efficient, you know, improving all of those things, then
We've got other such statements as to earn and retain a mandate to lead the GB rail system. This is off the network of aims.
That's not the vision though, is it?
To improve the quality of life and the environment within the UK.
That's the vision.
Well, the vision's also to be recognised in the top 20%.
It is. Top 20 company. That's the medium term. That there is the long term vision. And the medium term there is next, which is one of the.
To be recognised as world class. To attract and retain.
So is this, well this is 2009 isn't it, but it was probably formulated in 2008. So we're now sort of like, we've moved on 2 years, 2010.
Yeah.
So
I think the important thing is
some elements of this become more dominant over 2 years.
yeah, it is the. I mean, thinking about the feedback yesterday though, it's important we establish what the vision is, and then ensure that our strategy fits with that vision.
Yeah.
So we've got, as long as we capture on there the 4 or 5 key things that we're.
And some of the
Yeah.
feedback yesterday was don't get too hung up on accuracy.
Yeah, looking for complete.
As long as it hangs together.
Yeah.
So like, we were getting a up on the detail of where the funding is going from. You're saying that's not irrelevant. You're saying that is irrelevant.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying it's relevant, but we've just got to shape it, get it there or
Well, I'm saying
thereabouts.
it's not relevant.
Probably
I'm
not.
saying it's not relevant for the vision.
Oh, the value for money.
No,
Where the money comes
where the
from.
money comes
All
from.
right.
It's not relevant, no.
No.
What's relevant here is that
I agree.
what are the priorities that support that vision?
Yeah, which are those 4 things. So any ideas we came up with that don't line with them, like I was getting up with the terrorism thing and the cost of stations, it's not really significant, is it? The decline of air travel, it doesn't say on there that we're going to beat the shit out of the air industry. The decline of air travel isn't.
No, it's an agenda item that's hidden behind being more safe, efficient, and reliable.
Yeah.
But they are the key
Environmentally
themes.
sustainable. Yeah, that
Environment sustainable is a key theme of our
it
vision.
is. It is. But
Attract,
we're not so
retention.
explicit as to say what you've just referred to, Paul, but that really
So
covers that, doesn't it? It infers that.
Our vision is to deliver the best mode of transport in the UK.
So a key theme in terms of our vision is to be recognised as the best mode of transport, but at the same time forming part of a UK integrated transport system. Those are themes.
You've introduced integrated, but it doesn't say that. So you have to spin on it.
No, it's not.
It's the best mode of transport. The best mode, to be recognised as the best mode of transport in the UK with respect to safety, reliability, sustainability.
But the themes are, and I'm using this as a check sheet. We understand the vision, right? We spent almost 10 minutes on the vision. The themes that support that vision are our being environmentally sustainable, are recognising stakeholders and supporting all these 5 traffic lights, the rail users, customers, stakeholders, suppliers, people. So that's about attracting and retaining people. That's about being professional, being recognised in what we do as world class. Stakeholders, that's about building our reputation base and our brand and our trust. Same as the customers, that's being reliable, being punctual. But going back to the management principles about the timetable, and the rail users, that's your example where you get a £4,000 season ticket and giving a satisfying journey experience. Those are the themes that support that vision. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Can we replay the video tape, please?
For the benefit of the tech.
Yeah, I just think in terms of what we're doing today, we're looking to establish, I guess, 4 or 5 key phrases, words, that really simplify what it is we're here to do, where we're going, so that as we go through the process, we check and balance against that, and ultimately we do a review against that, and it's a fit test, isn't it?
Does that testing our knowledge on the
That's
vision?
our horizon. Whatever strategy
It's where we're going.
aims towards that.
It's where we're going. It's what we're on track to deliver. Safe, efficient, reliable.
So really, you're just saying it's the first sentence.
Yeah, absolutely.
On
Yeah.
this sheet.
I think that's enough. That's enough for.
Right. Well, we need to move on to spot now. I'm keeping time and we're going to be.
But have we missed
If we
anything?
start to put any more in this is, we agree, that's the long-term horizon, yeah?
Yeah.
Because that's what the first thing says is long-term. So any more than that, we just overcomplicate it, don't we?
I don't think we're overcomplicating eliminating it. I just think we're testing, or we're going to demonstrate the fact that we understand the vision and we understand the priorities and the themes that support that vision.
Yeah.
But for the benefit of the 15-minute presentation, we can present that those are the overarching facts, or the overarching points in terms of the vision. Provided we can all agree that there's themes and priorities behind that vision.
Yeah.
That if we are questioned or asked about,
Yeah.
that we know what they are.
Yeah.
You might want to replace some of these words.
Okay, so I know we're not doing the presentation, but in terms of the presentation, we're going to capture the essence of that as the key starting point in our thinking. Yeah?
Okay.
Are we happy with that? Shall we park that? There's a reference there.
You're alright keeping this scribe? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Tony?
You just might want to tweak in an environmental or a sustainable wording today. You just might want to tweak that thing that we've lifted. I think we need to move on.
Can I make a suggestion for the brainstorm? I've always found quite useful is we use the process stickers.
Yeah,
Put 'em there.
And we just sit down 10 minutes to write, eventually just get them out of our heads ourselves. Because we went through it once yesterday.
You're right, yeah.
And then I 4 pieces of paper was
Well, be a bit more productive.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yesterday's
The
presentation was
simple-
quite stark.
Why don't we sketch up?
debated.
We did, yeah, absolutely.
Just stick them on there, then transfer them to the bigger one.
Yeah.
So if I call time at just gone past, is everyone going to be forced?
Well, rips them off the...
Just so we're clear, we're just doing strengths and weaknesses.
The brainstorming swaps.
Yeah, because strengths and weaknesses is about the here and now.
Yeah.
We've got now. And weaknesses and opportunities and threats is about future scenarios.
It's 2012, yeah.
Actually, read the
I'll just put yesterday's up for a bit of inspiration if we need it.
the slide from this morning actually had a SWOT on a particular area, which was resources and competences. You know. So it started to channel things down a bit.
My interpretation of that was that that's just the here and now. Competences are what we do and resources are what we do with it.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Oh, you think that's everything? Right.
If you take the W11b example, it was everything, wasn't it?
Depends what you define as resources. I mean, resources aren't just people. It's intelligence, knowledge, reputational resource, etc. So, right.
Well, it's things like, I would say one of our strengths is we've got a transformation programme in place. That's a resource, isn't it? for the scenario, an opportunity. If an opportunity for one, it's a threat for the other.
So you do one for each.
Well, I think we'll stick them on there then.
Sorry, what's that again?
So, well, there's an opportunity, for example, there's an opportunity that in scenario 1 we've got falling competition. But that's not an opportunity for scenario 2. It's only relevant to scenario 1.
I think 1 and 2 we throw into the mix, don't we? And say
So we
there's
stick
a
them all-
range,
yeah.
there's a range of opportunities and threats covering scenario 1 and scenario 2. I mean, the feedback earlier was that this is just 2 scenarios that demonstrates how extreme the before time needs to be. I think we got 2 on what yesterday. We do need to demonstrate that we can, you know,
Scenario 2
we have
dates out there.
yeah, but there could be anything in reality, couldn't there?
Get another minute. I'll do that for 20 pounds.
I was going to transfer them. Stick the money out.
Nothing more.
You're going to play this for the camera then?
I just didn't want to lose that. We spent quite a bit of time on
The
this.
salient points are still.
Yeah, absolutely. It at least summarises the scenario. I think, so, yeah.
It's about grouping.
Yeah, can do that. Yeah. Right. So, skills.
Who wrote that?
Me.
Is it?
Talks into financial distress.
That's right, yeah.
So that is...
Is it in there?
Yeah, well, that's not here.
Five-year fund.
I'll put the little code on.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Did one out of jail too,
It's duration, how you putting them into kind of groups, yeah. On that fish bone type thing, just funding. Yeah, and that was massive event, or something like that. And certainly for agility, that could be.
Are these still random or are these group now?
No, anything with them.
Green agenda.
Green general is right on site.
Contract interface.
There's another thing. That.
I got a few here, that comes.
Have you got that
Yeah,
opportunity?
Yeah, with the road break, with the ball,
Yeah,
not
I've
got
got
that position. That should expect to increase it around the new year. I think that might be sensitive with that.
Yeah, that's about what they're trying to take an opportunity to be more attractive to contractors. Getting more people in the market, driving the price down.
Yeah, that's probably,
But this is
probably in there.
yeah.
Harmonised pay conditions.
That's
New
cost.
branch.
That's
Government.
HS.
That's your own brand. You know, it's
No, you're right.
associated, doesn't it? It can easily.
And
Sustainability. I think that's actually the group quite well. Yeah.
That's political, so that is restructured, but
brown resources and
Feel free to move around.
contract development.
Effectively, you've got an ability to change and a track record of delivery. Yeah. Okay. Then you've got brand. So can change, is able to change, has delivered, knowledge, or confidence, a bit of a brand and reputation. That's the gist of it.
are we applying the same logic to each of the 4 sheets? Because Andy was having a bit of briefing over there, but I'm not sure the logic. So do we just want to walk
So I talk you through all that?
Well, let's just
Get the logic.
some grouping here.
Okay,
It's
right.
grouping.
That's all skills, knowledge of the workforce,
People.
engineering experience. It's a competency people issue.
Yeah.
Okay. We've developed a better working relationship with the ORR. Yeah. So that's ORR specific. Brand developed a good brand, got the goodwill from people for the railway generally. So that's sort of tends to group. That's all about. We've got the framework and ability to change.
Can we write the big words on here or not, as we go through it?
Yeah, we'll
Are they our 5? Are they rail users, customers, stakeholders, suppliers, people?
That's probably people. No, that's
Brand.
reputation.
but in the eyes of
Probably on that.
I'm just thinking,
stakeholders.
just try and link it somehow back.
Or
Are we
you-
saying that those are the 5?
Mm.
Just something like that, that's the vision, this is the SWOT, and that's how it links back.
Yeah.
Or do we use that when we're doing some of the testing?
Testing,
Yeah.
the last stage of testing.
Yeah, we test it against the.
Okay, let me carry on. That's can change, have a structure to change, have delivered. And then that's the sort of, we've got the 5-year funding, so we've got things in the bag. That's the gist of my bundling.
Yeah, when you got here have delivered, Stuart, is that not, because we've got here reputation, we've also got brand reputation here, goodwill for the railway. I see those as being joined.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't think we've got two groups there. That's all about what we've got in the bag, under our belt, we
Yeah.
can hang our hats on and be proud of, yeah?
So is that the same experience in effective goal and leadership?
Well, that probably translates into the ability to change, doesn't it?
That's just exactly the same as that one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's not challenge the idea.
I think I've got the same group as here, so we've moved it. We have brand there and we've got brand here.
Yeah, but
You're saying we've got good brand, but it's quite fragile.
Well, so we've got a group of brand,
Okay.
inflexible workforce for whatever reason, staff or unions, poor at responding to challenges, the opposite of knowledge locked in, lack of empowerment, which may be the same as that, I don't know, and then a couple of outriggers, dealing with poor performance and perceived
they don't go down for us,
That's people.
no perceived talk empathy. It's probably lack of is it? I don't know. I'll put
Yeah,
kind of put
well, this one was mine, but that fits with the people.
Okay, I'll put that in
Yeah.
perception again. Okay.
Here we've got the opportunities, got the environmental down here, which is a sort of big opportunity. Here is the sort of like the falling competition and the impact of sort of fuel on road transport, fuel costs, rising fuel costs. Then we've got a few sort of outriggers. This is a sort of a theme about for our supplier stakeholders. It's a more attractive sort of business because the way we're organised to do. They're coming in to do business with us. They can understand us better and deliver better value.
Yeah, and we get better value in return.
And then there's the harmonised paying conditions as a sort of like the people opportunity that we could probably realise. I was trying not to work it out because there's a few sort of
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll come on to the challenge.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's not necessarily an opportunity, and I'll put it down as one. I need to define whether that is or not.
Okay. New rail franchises. That's what continued demand for rail travel. HS1.
acquisition. Is it on? No, we won't buy it.
Yeah, so we'll just see
Can
if
we,
we've got the right number.
can we change that slightly? I know it's Stuart's saying, can we change that to expanding our portfolio to new infrastructure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were going to say it, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it could be HS1, but it could be.
Well, they're talking about HS2 or 3 or 4, aren't they? With the opportunities.
Okay, on this one, there's about 4 or 5 groups. This is all about the financial status, both internal, external, so things like reduction in funding against the plan, although we've got cost capture for 5 years. Talks on the financial distress, again, that could disrupt beyond the 5 years. And again, so where we've got current franchises now and new franchises being put in. Got the financial position in terms of pensions and deficit. More, I suppose, of our government types of level that there's a view that we're overstretched. Links back in some of the resources and competence, that sort of stuff. And 7-day railway, it's the execution of that, and it's the full, I suppose, profile. And the rail restructure, regional integration, that was contained within scenario 2.
The evolution.
As well, yeah. Yeah, that was
Strain on resources and
Not vertical integration.
I think this theme came in both of these. Strain on resources has been picked up as some weaknesses there, and the contractor availability and the amount or the cash price. Links into some of the fragileness over there. A single major event could blight the brand, could blight the reputation. Deterioration of performance in core roles. So at the moment we're obviously good. We're striving to meet targets and outputs.
I also had in mind the fragility of a major event and sort of like shoot that around now.
Declining demand for rail travel. So we've seen scenario 1 decline in air travel, scenario 2 the decline in rail travel. So is this something that I suppose, is it something that the air travel business has done and recognised already that we could take for scenario 2, perhaps, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel? And capacity constraints on core routes. So that's where I think it's scenario 1, we're looking at 10% and 20%. But we're trying to over-max some of the key routes, the key sort of like politically.
Yeah, I would leave that. That's not any type of maintenance at all.
In that case, I put that there.
Yeah.
That's what I meant when I wrote it, was the stress we're putting ourselves under.
What we're trying to.
Well, we've got more capacity.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity with more capacity, but we can't do any maintenance when we're doing it.
Yeah, but 7-day railway is it's a spin-off from being smarter and quicker and cheaper around the way we do things, as opposed to 7-day railway comes in and we suddenly can't do any maintenance, isn't it?
Yeah, but if we don't do any maintenance,
We-
our
we-
reputation of us, isn't it? That's why I say it's both a threat and an opportunity.
Yeah.
Please, you talk.
But if you just take 7-day railway as it is there, it's like, right, yeah, you know, we're 24/7. But it's the balance between you hire, or you sort of like, you hire your fleets and your plants for a weekend as opposed to hiring it for a succession of weekday nights.
Do we think 7-day railway will ever put a threat on our ability to maintain the infrastructure? Do we require that?
Do we know tube lines?
Because that is too far into it.
Look what's that, sorry, Joe. Yeah. What's happening on tube lines? Put the reputation there at the moment because they're closing the railway every weekend. Because they do the work around to close the railway when they sold it as they don't know the time, and so the reputation's come down.
And that's about culture as well, because I mean, I've got examples whereby people just create a 2-year possession plan, and it's taking them outside of that and thinking, right, well, you are going to get a train running by rail high speed.
We're getting into detail again, guys.
I know we are.
But in many ways, it's you go back to the Chris Gibbs chart, you know, his commuters commute and not much changes. The way he makes the extra buck to get people on the railway at the weekends and the leisure time and all the rest of it, filling up those empty trains.
So should we have an opportunity then? Which is what you're saying, isn't it?
It is an opportunity.
Yeah,
we
within
need
service role.
we need to get smarter at what we do to allow that to happen, as opposed to that being forced on us. Yeah. So we need to take control of that. Yeah.
So that
deliver it in a controlled way that we know we can.
Well, that's the strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So when we got the weaknesses and threats, or the strengths and threats, that comes out of the strategy from the threat, doesn't it?
So we turn it around. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So do we want to group these then into 4 or 5?
Well, we're not going to take all of them forward, are we? We're going to focus on the ones we want to prioritise.
Are we going to have a vote then? Are we going to do a voting system? Are we going to put a tick on the ones we want to take forward?
Yeah, why not?
Why don't we do a
5
tick?
ticks each.
What's the next one? Can we do that, Nate?
Or as many ticks as you like. Just vote for what you think is, and we'll go with the ones that have got the most ticks.
Why don't you put your top 3 strengths, top 3 weaknesses, your top. So if we all put a dot against and we have, we have 3 on each, and we can just see.
But they're already grouped, aren't they?
Doesn't work. Yeah.
We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, if we follow the sequence.
I just think we need to brighten some of these up by having
Like
some
that,
steps.
isn't it?
Yeah,
I
okay.
suppose.
Yeah, I like tick anything that floats your boat.
We're going to be transferred.
Yeah.
Right.
That's.
I'm not sure we've got consensus there. We're going for a
Do it
tick
anyway.
system.
So you can tick 3, we'll tick how many we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to go through everything, John.
Then you can have no filtering, are you?
Let's just get a sense check on what we think here, guys, around. So go across and tick anything that you think fits in your mind. Yeah. So it's a brainstorm on
This is.
what
Don't go to
floats your boat.
strategy, just on the strengths, weaknesses.
On these ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's tick the ones that
the Mercedes,
excite you
just
or
the
scare you.
Mercedes Benz too.
But it's
The
the vision.
vision.
I don't know where the vision
Yeah,
is.
alright, yeah, you got the vision. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to check against that though. Eventually,
Yeah.
Why don't we do it now?
That went there.
it becomes less intuitive, doesn't it? This is what we feel.
So we really feel that that's a strength, we really feel
Yeah.
that's a weakness, we really feel that that
It's
is.
sort of sense checking each other's ideas, really. That's what we're keen to do here. So because we've each put our own on there, and we've all probably been polite and said, yeah, that's a good idea. But let's have a. Right, I need them off. We're competing on that.
You're talking,
Are you crossing them out? Yeah.
Anyone you're right and we're throwing off.
Who's in them all?
I've only got two post-its.
No, no,
I
3.
think the crucial.
3 on each.
Well, we've got a bit more flexibility. I don't know what that might mean, but we've got. So we're hamstrung by the ORR. It's just steady state and it's not very sexy, is it?
You're not allowed to lobby people. To get ticks against your ideas.
That's good. I see there's another one.
It's brave.
I think you find that Tony really agreed there.
I think that we agreed.
You can say it like that, you know.
They're all together.
Who's written this? You're going to get 90 before we come over it.
I think they're all together.
Are they?
Sure they are. No.
Opportunities. Good. We want to be, if we can get ourselves flat and contingency, we want to be buying that. don't we?
Yeah.
I think we might have some floors.
We won't have any at the end, but
Who owns the floor?
The project manager we haven't got. Have we got ticks over there? No. So we've done 4.
right.
Are those together?
That's got to be a big spread. So that's funding, isn't it?
Yeah.
Funding.
Pensions, funding, top funding, funding, government funding.
of process, have we, by putting the ticks on the groups, have we thinned out? So we're sort of talking about taking groups of ideas forward here as opposed to individual things, yeah? So,
I was just picking out the top 4 from each sheet. Onto it.
yeah, we said the top 4 ticked areas,
Top 4 ticked areas.
and everything within that.
Yeah, so,
Oh, okay.
so for that, I said our strength is our staff.
Okay.
Our strength is the increased quality.
So you're capturing the gist of
Right,
it.
Yeah.
so you're summarising the
What's
group
in there?
of folk,
Yeah.
right, okay.
You can tell there the executive command and controlling, by the way, while we're doing the presentation.
What was that?
Yeah.
What are you doing at home? That's good. Put that up on the wall here. Andy, is that the toast? Have you done? I've just got some more. Alright. In a way that I wouldn't end up writing on the wall.
I think I summarised those for lack of visibility and precision. I took out the reputation eyes of state. Well, we're saying our reputation is still got room for improvement. That's what the money people will say, isn't it? So we're saying the ORR is okay with us, but if you look at your sheet, the key stakeholders are the TOCs and customers, and the taxpayer. Well, that's it, isn't it? It's not the taxpayer, is it? The opportunities in that. To become a good customer and contractor, opportunities. Getting time ahead of the top. Supplier and customer. I'm not convinced that's right. So let's see how those two. To become a good customer for contractors to work with, that's definitely supply chain management. This is saying upwards, isn't it? But I guess it's supply
Yeah,
chain.
I think that links back to that scenario too, whereby there's the contractor in stress, and it's attracting them.
But why is that related to the talks? That's what I'm thinking about.
But anyway, that's
Right, how are we getting on?
That's when they go, why is it green and that?
Moved up, was it?
That's the first one. What's this one?
Harmonised pay conditions.
It's the environment stuff.
I think, yeah, but there's something here about, it says continued demand for rail traffic, is it not around passenger growth? That
Belongs to
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But ticked it.
Which hasn't
Oh,
got any. Yeah.
Environmental.
Okay, quick sense check on that. Do we think we ought to take that as an opportunity for increasing demand on the round?
We must do.
Yeah.
Well, I think that falls. What's that? Environment.
We don't take it as an opportunity or a threat, because
Absolutely.
it
Yeah.
perfectly aligns with our vision.
Yeah.
And availability.
I think you can link that with that. Because if we continue to attract
You're talking about a modal sort of shift there, aren't you?
Well, okay,
To
yeah, but we've
to
seen
now.
we've seen an increase in demand over the last whatever 10, 15 years. I mean, what are the figures? We're running 25,000 trains a day now, whereas we were running 15,000 10 years ago. Yeah, so that says something around our capability and demand. So it's a continuing on that theme.
We'll go to the next bit.
Yeah, set that up.
Yeah.
But
With sort of threats.
Are we struggling to catch the gist or?
No, again.
We've not ticked it, we've got a major event, stroke disaster.
outside our control.
Well, what if it's a major event that's driven by our organisation, such as a major disaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we
Is that not a threat?
We ticked it though.
It is a,
Yeah, but I
it
think-
definitely is a threat,
Yeah, I would
but
say
I
too.
decided I wouldn't tick it because I think it's like to take safety for safety's there in everything we do. So, that's a sort of like fundamental that we're going to have to never ever take our eye off that sort of ball.
Yeah,
You remember the other one? Bugger all.
You're only, those two are only as good as the last one of them.
Yeah,
We've only got two on here. What's it? So I've got reduction in funding,
yeah.
government perception. What's this one? Declining.
declining demand. Have you captured the 7-day railway one anywhere?
No. Isn't that a sub?
Seven-day railway could affect your performance, yeah. It could affect your cost plans as well, because you can do most things, can't you? But at a cost. Hand notes.
What's our consensus on 7-day railway? Is it a threat or is it an opportunity?
I think probably from listening to the discussion, we feel we need a little bit about the 7-day railway as we do about world class. We're probably not quite sure where it got to, and we want to know a bit more. It'd be good to understand a little bit more about it.
A lot of what it has to offer is well received. It's getting some good publicity. What's happening behind the scenes in terms of what we actually do,
Yeah.
what we say we're going to do, or are we just downsizing the work to deliver that?
And the other fear is, did we sort of like overpromise?
There we go.
It sounds really good, doesn't it? But
So we've captured it as a
I
threat.
put it down, well, when I wrote that down, that's what my issue was.
Okay.
Increasing capacity versus engineering access.
Okay.
That's a threat. If we
yeah,
can still get into a strategy, you say. And is that last one okay then? Continue accident free as a threat? Which brings in that, major disaster.
Yeah, albeit the threat is a major disaster as opposed to continuing to be accident free.
Right, so are we
Sorry, Paul.
No, I'm trying to interpret it.
No, you're trying to turn it into a positive, but you can't have a
Positive threat.
positive threat, really. As an opportunity, mate, isn't it?
But it's not an opportunity. I
The
don't think it's a-
opportunity is to continue.
Come on,
our
go on,
accident
go on.
free.
I don't think it is.
I think the cracks in Oxford Street were a sort of like subtle sort of like reminder of stuff.
That's an opportunity.
Not for the grace of God, it could be you.
All those shops around the
Could that happen?
Tottenham Court Station and shit anyway.
Could that happen? Could we have a train off?
Yeah. What's tomorrow?
I think it's always the possibility.
Right.
So in my mind, it is something.
That's what I'm saying to you. That
But it's
could be a
outside.
threat, but the reverse isn't an opportunity. It's a given, which is what Tony said. Safety is a base.
Yeah,
It's not even an opportunity.
It's a very,
We can only go down with safety, we can never go up.
I was thinking, I was thinking you might want to do this
Our
one.
baseline is okay.
Timetable?
Can we be more safe than we are now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we can
There's
say
a
that.
guillotine on the debate,
It's
guys.
like the discussion on customer service when
Detail.
Bob Johnson was on a
Has anyone
crucial
crucial detail?
It had no effect.
I was sort of thinking that we might need to do
it
it
once
once
a
posted note.
Yeah, but we're still killing people.
It worked well, didn't it?
Because we
No,
sort
we're
of,
very
we
efficient.
sort of need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
brainstorm.
that's an opportunity.
Because we're looking at,
Well, otherwise you just end up in a debate.
yeah, we're looking at strength, opportunities, strategies.
So
I think we might need to post-it note this.
I like the way we numbered. I like the way that bed thing, which is in there, they put numbers on.
Yeah.
Why do you like that?
Because we can just write the numbers on here, can't we?
Well, cross-reference.
Should we spend
Let me
10
just have a-
minutes just looking at
But we don't need them now. Where's it gone? That's what we need. We should put that away.
So you have all the...
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the background. We need to focus on the
Yeah, that was the brainstorm.
big ticket stuff now.
Okay, we put the brainstorm.
So why don't we call them 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I think the only thing we might need to do, Paul, is refer to that if we need further detail.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's a reference now. 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 31. Where's 15? 22.
No,
Let's
it's-
go
it's-
through it.
it's-
You never numbered signals before?
No, I'm not actually.
So Bassett always comes along and puts a new one in the plan.
Yeah, that's why you don't want that.
There's only plenty of space.
Number bridges, 30, 38, 30B, 30C, 30D. But
Right. You can't avoid engineering, Stuart. They're all level.
Keep trying to change
Tony,
professions.
do you want to get your
all the way.
point across? Yeah, I think my point across was that I think we might need to go back into to post it. No, we now sort of identified what our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats are, the core ones, and we're looking at sort of a strategy based on our strengths and the opportunities, or based on the weaknesses and the opportunities
I agree.
in those four segments.
So, for instance, you're just trying to emulate this Daimler and Benz example.
Yeah, so the
someone's obviously come up with develop new models in
Yeah.
answer to.
Acquire-
those. And we're all going to come up with different things, but we might actually like.
no more than 5 minutes on each. Once we push the time.
How long have we got for this session?
Excuse me.
Total?
Excuse me, can I just ask you to take it?
Don't give him any answer.
The system that runs the money.
The RAM is effectively a network rail. Yeah, the regulating asset base is our credit card.
Thank you.
So we've now agreed.
People
Thank
need
you,
answer
Chris.
money, but it's.
This is probably quite a crucial area because this is going to be sort of, we're going to get our structures out of this, aren't we?
Agreed.
On the second filter.
Yeah, this is-
First thing is to brainstorm, dump it onto there, and then the second thing is to sort of like filter it and select
Yeah,
what's
we'll get it on,
onto
then
there.
we test it.
So can I work an example then? There's two.
Yeah.
There's two staff things here. We've got a weakness that we've got an inflexible workforce, and we've got an opportunity to harmonise pay and conditions. So if I look here, weakness, opportunity, strategies is to the strategy might be to
We'll
throw
have
the contracts away and start again.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Deals with both.
So we put a post-it note on there as a brainstorm and it said throw the contracts away and start again. And underneath it we'd write 11 and
Yeah, and I would then say, when
put
we come back,
traceability back to that.
Yes.
and then when we come back, are we doing that already? Is that part of our
Test.
vision, our strategy? If not, right,
Let's do something about
let's
it.
do something about it.
Yeah. So we are brainstorming again.
Yeah.
We are, but we're converting that now into strategic. Yeah.
We've got
Answers,
lots of
if you like,
Yeah,
or
this is like solutions
correct.
to problems.
Yeah, these are starting to become our outputs.
Yeah.
These are first draft outputs.
So at what point do we send a check back, guys? Because you know what happened to us
Between
yesterday?
now and
We got so far
10:45.
down the line, and then we were committed. Yeah.
So we said 10 till 10:45. Why
Well,
don't we
that's
do
what
it till
it
half
is.
past?
Yeah,
And
that's what
then
I'm saying.
stop, review it, and then maybe have another go at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, 5 minutes for each.
Well, we're going to have to stop and filter it, aren't we? We're going to have to get it on and filter it at 1/2 past. If not,
Let's do it.
not at 25 past.
Let's do something.
Andy, you touched on a really salient point there. From the feedback yesterday, even Valentine said, well, we're already doing that. So,
Yeah.
so when we get into our strategies, we want to think, well,
Are
are
we
we,
doing that now?
already doing it, or
Yeah.
is it?
Is it aligned to our vision now? If not, then it's something that we're going to propose.
Yeah, and sort of just sort of thinking at the end and working sort of like backwards, as it were. We need that sort of fairly radical, off the shelf and off the wall type strategy, don't we? For one component.
I think we do. We need some. We don't need a high risk strategy in all areas.
Yeah.
But we don't want just business as usual in all
Yeah,
areas, because
yeah.
that won't deliver either. Just mindful of the stuff we captured yesterday, despite getting some feedback on it. Do we want to completely shelve that and just run with this as a process and
No.
never refer back